There are majority of women, when they hear of fibroid, what comes into their mind is cancer. No, fibroid is not cancer. Also, it is not caused by spiritual forces or your village people. Fibroid is a medical condition. In today's video, I would want to break it down for you to get a broad understanding, everything you need to know about fibroid. There are some fibroid that can be as small as a mustard seed. Some fibroid can be as big as watermelon. Fibroid is basically a growth inside your uterus. Now, inside your womb is smooth muscles. There can be an instance where there is a growth of mass inside your womb. There are some women that they have the fibroid. However, they might not be showing any signs that they have the fibroid. Those people are the asymptomatic people. There are some people that after their menses, they might also experience some intermittent bleeding after their menses. That is what we call intermenstrual bleeding. There are also some people that they might not be experiencing their menses. However, they will notice that they are bleeding. Also, there are some people that might notice that their belly is becoming too big. Meanwhile, when they do pregnancy tests, it is negative. So what is causing that protruding belly? It might be that you are having a fibroid. There are some people that might experience severe pelvic pain, sometimes back pain. This is when the fibroid becomes very big enough. Also, when this fibroid is pressing on your bladder, you will intend to be urinating frequently and sometimes pain during urinating. And when it's pressing on your rectum, which will lead to constipation. There are even some women that might be waiting for their menses to come for a very long period of time. However, they will wait and wait and wait. Their menses will not come. This is what we call amenorrhea. This amenorrhea might not be from pregnancy. However, it is the fibroid that is growing that is causing an obstruction, so making them unable to have their normal menses. So now, what are the causes of fibroid? There are still research ongoing in order to know the ideal cause of fibroid. However, there are certain risk factors. Those risk factors can likely make you to have fibroid. The first thing is hormones. Now, as a woman, there are certain hormones we call estrogen and progesterone. These estrogen and progesterone intend to feed or make fibroid grow. Also, black race. Once you are an African woman, you should have it in mind that you are at risk of a fibroid. Also, family history. If your mother has fibroid before, your sisters have fibroid, it's likely that you too, as a woman, you can be at risk of you having a fibroid. Can you get pregnant if you have fibroid? The answer is a big yes. Yes, the answer is a big yes. There are some people who might have a fibroid, yet still they are able to get pregnant, deliver safely. That is dependent on the size of the fibroid and also the location of the fibroid. There are basically different types of fibroid. There are some type of fibroid that are called submucosal fibroid, others are called intramural fibroid, others are also called subserosal fibroid. They are found in different areas of your womb. You having these kind of fibroid does not mean that you cannot get pregnant. You can get pregnant. However, this type of fibroid, depending on their size, can sometimes impact your ability to get pregnant. However, there are most people with fibroid that they are able to get pregnant and deliver safely, and their babies are healthy. So now, what is the treatment modality? How do we manage people with fibroid? One thing you need to have it in mind that when someone goes to the hospital and a scan is taken and they tell the person you have fibroid, they will start resorting to this herbal preparation and these medications that neighbors and these house doctors will tell them to take this medication. It will shrink their uterine fibroid. That is a big no. The first thing you have to have it in mind that fibroid cannot be removed by oral medication. They are removed by surgery. And the particular type of surgery that is mostly done is what we call myomectomy. With myomectomy, surgery is done to remove the fibroid from their location and you can be able to recover from it. We also have hysterectomy. This is mostly done for people who have given birth to all their children. However, they are battling with the fibroid. So remove the fibroid alongside with the womb so that it will prevent you from the likelihood of another fibroid happening. There are also some medications that are given to you if you are one kind of person experiencing abnormal bleeding. We will give you these medications in order to cause a stop or a cease to the bleeding. And these also help because once you start bleeding abnormally, we have to cease or stop the bleeding. Other than that, it will cause severe anemia. There is also one treatment modality called uterine artery embolization. Now, this one, they use technology in order to help you with the management. So, uterine artery embolization is mostly done in the Western world because that one it involves technology. Now, if you are one kind of person experiencing the signs and symptoms that I explained earlier, the ideal investigation to know that you have fibroid or not is to take a scan. So with scan, they will do an ultrasound in order to visualize your womb or uterus to see whether there is a growth inside your womb. If you find this video helpful, feel free to subscribe to this channel for more videos, like this video, and then share this video to many people. I am Usukodo Emmanuel, a physician assistant by profession.